Hello Animorphs fans and welcome back to the Animorphs Reviews YouTube channel. Recently we did a brackets fight video and Medibollocks thought it would be a good idea to suggest an Animorphs Hunger Games simulation. And I thought, well, that's a bloody good idea. So here we are. A Hunger Games simulator. Now, for those of you who don't know how this works, I don't really either. I just know that we have 12 districts, each with 4 characters, and they survive. Isn't that right? They can kill each other, or basically they're thrown into an arena and they have to survive. So, for the purpose of this video, I am the Ellimist and Pebble's Crayak. So, yes, you're Crayak, I'm the Ellimist. Because I'm the good one, you're the bad one. Alright, I'm Crayak, whatever. You can be you. Standing for the Ellimist. And we've decided, right, this is all getting a bit too convoluted now, so we're just going to put them into a freaking arena and let them fight out there and let that decide who wins this war. Okay, so that's what we've got. Let's go through the districts in no particular order, because you told me that it's something to do with how poor they are, but that's after I'd done the list, so that's irrelevant as far as this video is concerned. District 1 is our 4 favourites, so Jake, Rachel, Marco and Cassie, they make up District 1. You're not allowed to have Axe as your favourite. District 2 is the Nothlit Gang. That is Tobias, Menderash, Arbron and Aftran 942. Then District 3 is made up of the Andlite Good Guys, so that's where Axe lies, Aximili, Kazath, Estrid and Salawan, because there's got to be an Andalite lawyer in there, just because. District 4 is Naughty Andalites, so we've got Gafinalan, Arbat, Jaham and Samalan. They're all a bunch of backstabbers, so we'll call them Team Backstabberlite. District 5 is the naughtiest of the naughty Yerks, and David. So you've got Esplin 9466, Taylor, Innis 226 and David. Basically the evil of the evil. District 6 is the Hawkbajia, so you've got Jarahami, Toby Hammy, Ket Halpak and Jolfmi Selpik. District 7 is the Dads, Steve, Peter, Walter and Dan. District 8 is the Mums, Naomi, Michelle, Jean and Nora. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, bless me. Sorry about that. District 9 is sort of the higher up Yerks. We've got Idris 562, Garoth, Esam 293 and the Inspector. So basically the closest to the Council of 13 or the Council of 13. District 10 is the Chi Gang, Eric, Chi Lonos, Mr. King and Lowards. District 11 is the Animals, Champ, Fluff McKitty, Euclid and Price Cut Polly. And then the last district, District 12, is the Auxiliary Animorphs, James, Craig, Erica and Colette. So those are the districts. So I think I know how this goes ahead. Let's give it a go. Proceed. Okay, so, it goes like this, doesn't it? So I might have to, oh no, it should be fine. I'm just going to move the screen a little bit that way. Okay. So, as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Menderash retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Esam203 runs away. So does the Inspector, Louds, Jarahami, Steve, Champ, Michelle. Arbat and James fight for a bag. Arbat strangles James with the straps and runs. I think that means James is already dead. The Backstabberlites claim their first victim. Chilonos finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Cassie retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Tobiami runs away. Jean runs away. Wow, okay. Fluffer McKitty sets an explosive off, killing Aximili and Tobias. Wow, big moves. Fluffer McKitty. Where is Fluffer? She's out. Is she outside? Oh no, I think she might be in the box. I'm not sure. Wow, Fluffer McKitty. Brutal. Already taken out 2 of the main cast. Walter runs away, Erica runs away. Idris 562 rips a mace out of Innis 226's hands. Jahan Jaham finds a canteen full of water. Nora runs away. Marco, Rachel, and Jake all run away. Ket Halpak sets an explosive off. Ket Halpak sets an explosive off, killing Taylor, Aftran, Naomi, and Esplin 9466. Brutal. Price Cut Polly runs away. Samelin and Colette fight for a bag. Samelin gives up and retreats. Salwang finds a bag full of explosives. Arbran runs away. Mr. King finds a canteen full of water. Oh dear. Dan, Eric, and Jolfmi Selbic work together to get as many supplies as possible. Okay. Estrid spears Gaffinilan in the abdomen. Kesaf runs away with a lighter and some rope. Craig kills David with her own weapon. Garoff and Peter run away. Euclid finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Okay, so... Oh, there's more for day one. Okay. There is more for day one. And it's... Okay, so move that a bit. I think I have to make it a bit smaller. There we are. Toby, Hammy, and Michelle work together for the day. Eric makes a wooden spear. Nora constructs a shack. Dan, Fluff McKee, Idris 562, and Mr. King raid Champ's camp while he is hunting. Jean receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Jofmi Selpic hunts for other tributes. Marco receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Salon receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Garoff camouflages himself in the bushes. Cassie overhears Rachel and Jarahami talking in the distance. Jake makes a wooden spear. Lowards is unable to convince Craig to not kill her, so that means Lowards is dead. You remember that, Lowards? It's that female chi who just does the odd job, basically. Peter, Euclid, Kazaf, and Semelan hunt for the tributes. Erica searches for water source. Price Cut Polly runs away from Colette. Price Cut Polly does a lot of running away. Arbat and Innis hunt for the tributes. So do a bunch of the others. Arbron chases Chilonos. Steve tries to spear fish with a trident. So a lot's gone on day one. Is there more to it? Alright, so here's the fallen tributes from day one. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Oh yeah, because that's how it works. James, Aximili, Tobias, Taylor, Aftran, Naomi. Oh, when did Naomi die? I forgot when Naomi died. The Ultimate Karen. Esplin 9466, Gaffinilan, David, and Lords. See everyone's status. Right, okay, so that's how it's looking so far. Wow, District 5. The baddest of the bad. 3 of them have gone. It's only in its 226 left. District 2, the Noflik gang, has lost 2, Tobias and Aftran. Yeah, in its 226. So that District 5, the baddies, have lost Esplin, Taylor, and David. Ket Halpak got the most kills. 4 kills. Wow, okay. So let's proceed. So, night 1. We've already lost almost a quarter of the tributes. Essam fends Jake, Arbor, and Mr. King away from his fire. Fluff and McKitty climbs a tree to rest. Well, that sounds about right, doesn't it? And then she probably couldn't get down again. But just for context, we've got a cat that we've named Fluff and McKitty. Hence the banter between the wife and I. Erica and Salwan huddle for warmth. Ah, how sweet. Dan, Steve, Eric, and Walter sleep in shifts. So do Rachel, Garoff, Nora, and Peter. Price Cut Polly tries to sing herself to sleep. Well, you'd expect that. Well, no, because that's not a parrot. I don't know, with a name like Price Cut Polly, you just automatically assume parrot, but she's a red-tailed hawk. Marco sets an explosive off, killing Chilonos and Idris 562. Okay. Euclid questions his sanity. It's only night 1, mate. I don't think Euclid's going to last too long here. Jean, Estrid, and Champ sleep in shifts. Arbat and Kasaf huddle for warmth. Colette kills Ket Halpak with her own weapon. Vengeance for all the 4 kills that Ket did. Ket's had an eventful first day, ending in her own death. Round of applause, everyone. Craig receives fresh food. Innes and Cassie huddle for... Wow, Innes 226 and Castle are huddling for warmth. That's an unusual alliance going on there. Craig receives fresh food. Oh, we've done that one. Jaham's trap kills Toby Hammy, so Toby Hammy's gone. So that we've lost 2 Hork-Bajir. The Inspector quietly hums. Mendrash, Michelle, and Jovmi Selpik cheerfully sing songs together. So why don't the districts hang out as much? You'd think that was what they'd do. Sort of hang out a bit more, but whatever. Jarahami cries himself to sleep. What do you mean? Oh, so the teams from they can't group together. Oh right. So how do they find out that they're in similar districts? It's been a long time since I watched that film. Right, so day 2. We've lost a few already. Hey Fluffer, he's down here now. Champ discovers a cave. You're still alive apparently, Fluffer. Good going. I think Fluffer will win. Salmon tries to sleep through the entire day. Why? Alright, what else of importance happens? Let's just skip through. Innes is searching for firewood. Jovmi Selpik kills Marco with a sickle. So Marco's dead. Dan scares Michelle off. Walter travels to higher ground. Eric has now got a hatchet. Could be dangerous. Euclid is prickled by thorns while picking up. Euclid is just a complete simp. Not a simp. What's the word? Imbecile? No, well, maybe. Yeah, simp's the wrong word. I'm looking for something else, but not going to last long, I don't think. Just sort of crying to himself and being pricked by thorns. A bunch of them go hunting, including you, Fluffer. Cassie receives fresh food from an unresponsive. Oh, they've met Fluffer before. This is Fluffer McKitty. She wants to go back down. You're doing alright, you're still alive. Jaham kills Price Cut Polly as she tries to run. Well, she constantly tried to run away, that's all she ever did, so I'm not surprised that she... Her luck ran out! Ran out! Jaham's brutal. For those of you who don't know who Jaham is, Jaham was the one that told Axe not to let the Animorphs defeat the Yeerks at the very end, basically in preparation for the Andalites bombing Earth, so that's why he's on Team Backstabberlight. And Salawan's the lawyer. So Salawan just stole from Rachel while she wasn't looking. Jake makes a wooden spear, Colette discovers a cave, so does Nora, and the rest do some hunting. So 6 cannon shots, so we've lost 16 now. Chi Lonos, Idris 562, Ket Halpak, Toby Hammy, Marco, and Price Cut Polly. So we've lost 2 of the Hork-Bajir, but we've still got Jarahami and Jovmi Selpik. Innis is still going strong. We've lost 2 of the Nothlits, we already knew that. We've now lost 1 of the Animorphs, so Marco's gone. We've lost 2 from District 10, which is the Chi team. And District 7, the dads, still going strong. I don't remember how Naomi died. I think she just Karen'd herself to death. I don't remember. Okay, so apart from the dads, everyone's lost a team member. Okay, proceed. Night 2. Salawan quietly homes. Oh, this is interesting. Innis 226, Mr. King, and Garoff unsuccessfully ambush Eric, Dan, and Jake, who kill them instead. Which means we've lost Innis 226, Mr. King, and Garoff, which means we've lost all of the ultimate baddies. So that's 1 district gone. Gone! Gone. Like the wind. Steve loses sight of where he is. Peter receives fresh food. So I think, is it all the dads are still going strong? Barbara and Cassie and Walter are singing happily together. Yeah, so all the dads are still going. Essam convinces Euclid to not kill him, only to kill him instead. So I told you Euclid wouldn't last long, and that he got tricked into being killed. Worst tribute ever. Just spends all time crying to himself. Has to be convinced not to kill someone, only to be killed by that person. Round of applause for Euclid for being the Honda Jazz winner for worst tribute. Oh dear. Champ begs for Kesaf to kill him. He refuses, keeping Champ alive. Craig goes to sleep. Michelle destroys Rachel's supplies. Rachel's not doing too well. I don't think she's going to last very long. Fluff and Kitty receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, which is probably you. Jean thinks about winning. Well, you got to actually win before you think about the winning thing, really. Got to think about the process by which you win, Jean. Don't think she's going to last very long either. Nora loses sight of where she is. Erica defeats Jovmy Selpic in a fight but spares his life. The rest of them are sleeping in shifts. Jarahami lets the inspector into his shelter. So some of them are still teaming up. Day 3. Estrid discovers a river. I'm just going to move this down a bit. That's a bit better. Mendrash sets Fluffer McKitty on fire with a Molotov. Fluffer! Yeah. Fluffer. You're gone. You got set on fire with a Molotov by Mendrash. Jaham attacks Michelle, but she manages to escape. Jean diverts Peter's attention and runs away. Nora injures herself. Steve discovers a river. Oh, Jake sets the inspector on fire with a Molotov. So a lot of Molotovs going on right now. Arbat thinks about home. Yes. Oh, you're upset about losing? Oh, come on. Up you come. Fluffer. Here we come. She's on my lap now. Good girl. Kesaf has received an explosive. Erica, Champ and Jarahami hunt. Cassie diverts Simlan's attention and runs away. Salon receives a hatchet. Craig camouflages. There's another bloody fire Molotov thing. Arbron sets Jovmy Selpic on fire with a Molotov. What's with all these Molotovs going off? Walter accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. I think the dads have lost their first. Oh dear, 8 cannon shots can be heard. Innis 226, Mr. King, Garoff, Euclid, Fluff McKitty, that's you. The Inspector, Jovmy Selpic and Walter. Let's have a look at the status now. District 12, which you can't see at the bottom right now, has lost James, but the other 3 Auxiliamos are still alive, Craig, Erica and Colette. District 11, which is the Animals, has lost 3, including you, Fluffer. It's only Champ still alive. District 10, which is the Chi, has got 1 alive. Yeah, District 7, the dads are still looking pretty good at the moment. Still pretty damn good. But so are the mums. The mums and dads are doing very well. It's only Jarahami left of the Hortbachir. District 5 went ages ago. And the other groups are doing pretty good. So let's continue. This is fun. It's completely random, but it's still fun. Okay. Arbat goes to sleep. Mendrash sings himself to sleep. Peter convinces Nora to snuggle with him. Oh, that's topical. Wonder what Eva would think of that. Colette cries herself to sleep. Champ and Kesaf talk about the tribute still alive. I don't know how Champ can do that considering he's a dog, but I think that might be Kesaf talking to himself. Jaham receives clean water. Estrid begs for Arbron to kill her. He refuses, keeping Estrid alive. Michelle tends to Jean's wounds. So that's that district. They're from the same district. So does that mean they're teamed up like properly now? Cassie and Jarahami talk about the tribute still alive. Erica climbs a tree. Jake thinks about home. Eric and Dan hunt for warmth. Rachel begs Salawan to kill her. He refuses, keeping Rachel alive. SM293 attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. And nobody died today, or on this night. What's day 4 going to bring? SM293 sets an explosive. Oh, there we go. The deaths are starting to roll in now. SM sets an explosive off, killing Peter, Nora, Arbron, and Estrid. He killed 4. Wow. Crazy. Dan receives fresh food. Michelle taints Salawan's food, killing him. Cassie tries to spear a fish. Jarahami sets explosive off, killing Kasaf and Jake. So the main man Jake is gone. And Kasaf. Wow, the deaths are really coming in strong now. Arbat is unable to convince Champ not to kill her. Him, it should be. I think I got that wrong. Samalan scares Jake off. Eric steals from Craig while he isn't looking. And the rest, nothing really happens. Oh, arena event. What's that? A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. What's tracker jackers? Oh, crikey. Erica slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. Jarahami survives. But Mendarash, Michelle, Essam, Steve, and Jaham also survive. While running away from the tracker jackers, Craig grabs Eric and throws him to the ground. While running away from the tracker jackers, Jean grabs. A few of those things happen. Colette and Dan run out of places to run and are stung to death. Well, pretty gruesome. Champ slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. So who's that leave us with? 15 cannon shots I heard. Wow, that's a lot dead. Peter, Nora, Arbron, Estrid. At least Peter and Nora had a bit of a snuggle before they popped their clogs. Arbron, Estrid, Salawan, Kasaf, Jake, Arbat, Erica, Eric, Cassie, Colette, Dan, Samelin, and Champ. So quite a lot of the Andalites went in day 4. Wow, there's a lot of red here now. Let's start at the bottom. District 12, it's only Craig alive now. There were 3 of them, they're now all gone. We've lost districts 10 and 11, which is the Chi team and the animals. We've lost the animals. I thought they had a good chance of winning. But she's not in animals. Fluffer is. District 9 still has Essam going strong. And then up here, the mums, they've still got 2. The mums are winning because they've still got Michelle and Jean going. Everyone else is either gone or down to 1. So Steve is the only dad left. Jaraham is still going, the only Hortbajir left. Jaham is the only one going from the Andalite baddies, the Backstabberlites. And then you've got Rachel, the other animals are dead, and Mendarash, the only Nofflit. So we've lost District 3, the good Andalites. We've lost District 5, that was ages ago. And Districts 10 and 11. So they're all dropping like flies now, my dear. Proceed. Night 4. Rachel kills Jarahami while he is sleeping. Coward. But that means that the Hortbajir are now gone. Craig, Jean and Steve sleep in shifts. Michelle lets SM293 into a shelter. Mendarash begs for Jaham to kill him. He refuses, keeping Mendarash alive. Okay, so not much happened there. Day 5. Michelle explores the arena. Mendarash travels to higher ground. A load of them hunt for others, and Craig searches for a water source. So we've only lost 1 tribute on that day, and that was Jarahami, which means we've lost the Hortbajir. Bugger. Night 5. Essam convinces Craig not to kill him, only to kill him instead. So that's the higher Yerk team gone. Round of applause for the higher Yerks. And for Fluffer. Rachel dies of dysentery. Came out of nowhere, didn't it? Michelle loses sight of where she is. Steve receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Jaham questions his sanity. Jean sets up camp for the night. Mendarash passes out from exhaustion. So, judging from that, Steve he's doing well. He's gotten clean water. I think he's odds on here. I think he's odds on. Day 6. Jaham discovers a river. Mendarash receives a hatchet. Jean and Essam split up to search for resources. Michelle begs for Steve to kill her. He refuses, keeping Michelle alive. So we've lost 2, which is Craig and Rachel. Which means all the animals gone. District 3 gone. District 5 went ages ago. District 12 gone. District 11 gone. District 10 gone. 2 mums. Maybe the mums will be the real winners. Who's had the most kills so far? Jake's had 4. Ket Halpak had 4. Died on the first day, but still managed to get 4 kills. There we go. Essam, 6 kills. Beast mode. Right, night 6. Menderash cooks his food before putting his fire out, so it's doing alright. It's doing too bad. Essam destroys Jean's supplies while she is... He's brutal. Essam just knows no limits. Jaham tries to treat his infection. That's not good. Got an infection, don't want that. Steve attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. It's starting to get a bit worse for him now. Michelle loses sight of where she is. So we haven't lost anyone on night 6. Let's see what day 7 brings. Steve camouflages himself in the bushes. Essam receives medical... Essam's got to win. I'm sure of it. It's either between Steve, Essam, or Menderash. Could do, yeah. But he's had clean water and all that. How'd you get dysentery again? Like from unclean water. So I think he's alright for that. Michelle injures herself. Well, that's probably her gone. Jaham overhears Jean and Menderash talking at a distance. So no cannon shots from night 7. Quiet. I think it's going to start going mental now. I think the crunch is going to come into play. Night 7. Michelle receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, which is good for her. Menderash sees a fire but stays hidden. Oh well. Jean severely injures Jaham and leaves him to die. Steve tends to his wounds. Essam receives a hatchet. He's got a hatchet now. He's loaded. Dos. So we've lost Jaham. Day 8. Steve receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Essam discovers he's got a cave now. Beast. Jean scares Michelle off. Menderash hunts for other tributes. So we've only lost Jaham there. And Jaham means that District 4 is gone. There's still 2 mums, but are they going to be able to defeat Essam, who's an absolute monster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's between Menderash, Steve, Michelle, Jean, and Essam. Steve hasn't even killed anyone. He's just sort of done his own thing. My money's on Essam. I think Jean's the next to go. I don't think Jean's doing too well at the moment. Right, Michelle quietly hums on night 8. Steve and Menderash track down and kill Essam. What? Jean dies from thirst? Oh, I knew Jean would go. But that's a shock. Essam just... He had all this stuff. What an incompetent. He had a cave. He had a hatchet. He had like probably... Yeah, he had medical supplies. But then again, it took 2 of them to do it. It took Steve and Menderash joining together to do it. So... It took... Round of applause for the beast that is Essam293. Round of applause, Fluffer. Oh no, you're still angry about dying earlier. Day 9. Steve dies of dysentery. Michelle dies from thirst. Which means that there's only 1 left. Menderash. Team Noflit wins. The winner is Menderash from District 2. You just had to wait for them all to die. Which I suppose is the right way to go about it. Now what happens if you proceed? So, James came last. District 12. How do they... Okay, so Menderash was the winner. I suppose it depends on kills as well, but that's how it looks. There. So that's what... So I'd say the good guys win, because Menderash is a good guy. I win! You lose. Oh wait, no, I'm Crayak, aren't I? Shit. Well, that was fun. Thank you for the recommendation, Medibollocks. That was good fun. But I'm afraid now it's time to say goodnight. Thank you all for watching. And if you want me to do other stuff like this, if you can think of other stuff that would be fun to do, just let me know, and I'll probably do it. Stuff like this, I enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ra.